of all the Super Bowls, what was your favorite? And was it just like crushed? Was the Eagles loss just like ridiculous? Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick background. So I was at Providence College at the time, and for the first two Super Bowls when we were there, so I think that was 2015. When was the back-to-back?
Well, we went to 3 straight.
Yeah.
So that was 16, 17, 18.
And won the first two, right?
14 was our first against Seattle. And then
that was the Malcolm Butler pick.
Yeah. And
what
then
was that like for you?
That's what I was going to get to. When you said what was your favorite, it was that one. And it's twofold because one, it was the way the game ended and like how like just like that, oh my God, like what's going on? They're driving down the field and then all of a sudden Malcolm picks the ball off and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, we just won the Super Bowl. And it was the first time I'd ever felt that, and it was like, it still gives me like chills just thinking about it. I mean, like getting goosebumps, like, it's just like all of a sudden you're constantly trying to win and trying to get there to the league. And now you're playing and now all of a sudden a play happens and now you're a world champion. Like it is just like, and like, so that was a feeling like I'll never forget. And then also it being my first, I never had anything to like measure that on. So, when we went 2 years later or then the next year and the next year, I was constantly like, oh, well, down in Phoenix when we played at Seattle, it was this way. Or, when we were in Minnesota, like we played in Houston the year before and there was always like, oh, I like that hotel better. Or this, this after party was good, but this one, like, kind of like getting spoiled, like you have all these things to call back on, but that first one was like everything from media day to the game to the after party, everything was like, I was just like a wide-eyed little kid, and it was, so that magic of the whole situation, that will always be my favorite one, and then thankfully we won it.
Present